Hello Congress and veteran supporters at Congress. You need to hear this if you're a veteran or care about one. The United States has a sacred obligation to its veterans. Those who served our country putting their lives on the line deserve our unwavering support. Unfortunately, that promise is being tested today. The PACT Act, a landmark law passed to provide health care and benefits to veterans exposed to toxic substances, is facing a critical challenge. A federal audit has led to a freeze on financial aid, leaving veterans who rightfully deserve compensation in a state of uncertainty and hardship. One of the most egregious examples of this crisis is the plight of veterans and families affected by the Camp Lejeune water contamination. For decades, those stationed at Camp Lejeune were unknowingly exposed to toxic chemicals in the drinking water, leading to devastating health consequences. The Camp Lejeune Justice Act, passed as part of the PACT Act, finally provided a pathway for these veterans and their families to seek justice and compensation. However, the current freeze on financial aid has brought the processing of these claims to a standstill. Veterans struggling with cancer, Parkinson's disease, and other illnesses linked to the contamination are now left wondering when, or if, they will receive the help they desperately need. It is imperative that Congress act swiftly to reaffirm the PACT Act guarantee, ensuring that no veteran is left behind. The PACT Act represents a long overdue recognition of the government's responsibility to care for those who served. It acknowledges that the battlefields are not the only places where veterans face danger. Exposure to toxic substances, from Agent Orange in Vietnam to burn pits in Iraq and Afghanistan, has left a lasting legacy of illness and suffering. The PACT Act aims to address this injustice by expanding healthcare eligibility for veterans exposed to these hazards and providing much-needed financial support. For many veterans, the financial assistance provided by the PACT Act is not just about receiving compensation, it's about accessing life-sustaining care and support. The funds can mean the difference between affording critical medical treatments, covering the cost of long-term care, or simply being able to put food on the table and keep a roof over their heads. Traditional banks and credit unions play a crucial role in this support system. By offering in-house credit on Uncle Sam's credit marker, these institutions can provide veterans with the financial stability they need. The PACT Act is an investment in our veterans, and by extension, an investment in the future of our nation. The PACT Act is a complex piece of legislation, and navigating the claims process can be daunting for veterans already grappling with health issues and bureaucratic hurdles. Fortunately, AI LegalMate is here to streamline this process and ensure veterans receive their entitled benefits more efficiently. AI LegalMate is a generative AI law service that can assist veterans with the often overwhelming task of filing claims. This technology can analyze vast amounts of data, including medical records and service history, to identify potential eligibility for benefits under the PACT Act. By automating many of the tedious and time-consuming aspects of claims processing, AI LegalMate can significantly reduce the burden on veterans and help expedite the delivery of benefits. The integration of AI LegalMate into the claims process is a prime example of how innovation can be harnessed to improve the lives of veterans. The current situation demands immediate attention and decisive action from Congress. The freeze on financial aid is causing undue hardship and anxiety for veterans and their families, eroding trust in the very system designed to support them. Transparency is paramount. Congress must demand a thorough and expedited awareness on the pressing reasons behind the ongoing delays of PACT Act funding for the respective veterans guaranteed relief under this act of Congress ratified 3 years ago. The finding of facts that the PACT Act obligations remain unresolved on Capitol, the Department of Defense, and elsewhere at VA facilities and military veteran households throughout the U.S. must be made public, and any wrongdoing or mismanagement must be addressed swiftly and decisively. Furthermore, Congress must take concrete steps to release the much-needed funds to veterans. This includes providing emergency relief to those facing dire financial circumstances due to the delay in benefits. The men and women who served our country deserve nothing less than our unwavering support. Banks must also play their part by accepting Uncle Sam's credit guarantee under the PACT Act to ensure the 400,000-plus CLJA settlement claim members and other similarly situated disabled military veterans receive their due benefits without further delay. Congress must reaffirm to the veterans and banking and financial services associates who support our veterans that Uncle Sam's credit mark as to the PACT Act. Veterans is solid, and remains in good standing under federal law guaranteed by Congress and the President of the United States of America. Thank you for watching. We thank the members of the Veterans Affairs House Committee and United States Congress for the opportunity to share our thoughts at today's oversight hearing. This generative AI film production has been brought to you by the Veterans Recovery Network, an authorized non-VA provider and veterans-owned, non-governmental organization serving as a civil service administrator and consultant for the Department of Defense and Veterans Affairs Department. We thank production contributors David De Oliveira, Public Affairs at vetsrecovery.org, Veterans Recovery Network, Michael Chen, ESQ, AI Legal Mate, Carrie Peterson, AI 119 Shark Project, Vulcan Soft OD Ghost Crew, David Strauss, Veterans Recovery Network,